Okay, so there you saw one of the many ways that you can use tripwires. That was really simple. That design is literally the tripwire hooked to the tree, run a bit of redstone to the door, and well, yeah, that's one of the many ways you can use tripwires. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you a couple and just giving you a little background and explanation as to how they work. But first and foremost, I'm going to show you how to craft them. Now, to make it, you're going to need a stick, a piece of wood, and an iron ingot. So we're going to place these in the crafting table bench, like so. And now you're going to get 2 tripwire hooks. Now obviously you can make multiple of these, as with anything, but for now we're going to stick with 4. Another thing you're going to need, which apparently I've forgotten, is string. Now this is going to prove as the actual tripwire. So, showing you how to craft it, and we're going to head on to the better part of this video. So there you saw another usage of how the tripwires can be used, just by running the string, which is used here, I'll explain in a second, off the tripwire hooks across the corridor, and when it's triggered, it effectively acts as a switch and operates the doors. Now, obviously you may be thinking that's slightly obvious and you can see it, but now if you imagine this was a dark room, like right here, you can't see anything. You know, you're oblivious to the gaping holes in the wall, and you just step with here, door opens up, and then you're like, you don't know how that happened. So that's just one of the many ways that can be used. Now I'll show you another one. This basically follows the same concept. A tripwire hook here, and fall through a hole. That is pretty much the same concept, except the pistons are placed like that horizontally. So when we trigger this, 4 of them's up, and if you get the timing right, this can be quite effective. So, those are the traps shown. Let's get onto more of the technical stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set up a tripwire hook circuit, the really basic side of it. So obviously you're going to need your tripwire hooks, and you're also going to need some string. Now to set it up, the blocks have to be at least 3 spaces apart with 1 place in the middle. The tripwire hook can run a total of 18 blocks any further, and it just simply won't activate. So once you have your blocks here like this, or say further apart, you're going to right click with trip hooks, like adjacent to each other, or opposite, I guess what that means, and then you're going to take your string and you're going to place it in the middle. And you'll hear a little click, and you'll see here, we have the wire, and we have the tripwire hooks here. And if we step over, you hit the click like a button, and that's to know that it's working. String, just on a side note, can be placed anywhere now, like that. On top of each other. That could be used, I don't know what that could be used for, but I'm guessing someone will come up with it. And I'm wondering if it'll hold in, this is just a side note, I'm going to check. Can it hold in water? Let's do it over here. Just place a little thing here. It's pretty difficult to see. Okay, so it doesn't hold in water. Oh, there you go. Now you know. It doesn't hold in water. Anyway, back to this. So that is how you set up the tripwire, like so. So I'll get on to how the redstone current is emitted. The tripwire basically works like a button. You have a short period of current being run through the block it is placed on, either one, and then it flicks back so it's unpowered again. Now if we take a look at this redstone right here, up there, and then as you can see it's directly under that block, and as we step over or run through the tripwire it is activated, so it runs vertically downwards. Either block that the tripwire is placed on, when activated, will be powered, and a current can therefore run through it to the opposite block, like so. Also, if the block is not directly put at it, but it is directly beside it, that can be powered that way. And also, if we have some repeaters, can also be powered via that as well. And a door, like so. Tripwires can also be powered by the head, apparently, or the chest rather. If we run through here, you can see they've been placed in the exact same way, except the wire has been placed one up, like so. Run through, power is emitted, and the redstone lights up. This concept can also be applied in jumping puzzles. As you can see here, we jump, activating that, door opens. The tripwire can be handy in situations where it is a trap. As you can see here, tripwire is placed across there, like so. You run, jump with the tripwire, doors are activated, and you get through. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you learned something about tripwires. Any further questions, leave in the comment section below or inbox me. If you'd like to see more from me, I don't normally do this type of thing, but if it's requested, I will do. I do a lot of building on my channel, so if you're interested in a sort of medieval style, then be sure to check out my channel. So once again, I hope you enjoyed, I hope you've learned something, and I hope you now know of some good uses for the tripwire. Thanks for watching.